Welcome back to another episode of Weekend Bullshit. I'm one of your hosts, Sloane, aka the Cloud Cartel UK. With me is the Tattoo Titan, that's Jackson Vapes Reviews. How's it going, mate?
It's all good. It's all good. My end, your end.
Yeah, bit of a scare. We were just talking about. I had a bit of a scary moment that we'll get into in a bit. But yeah, okay. Before we get going, I titled it. Is that a single or a double, mate? I thought it might be a good name because I thought we'd have a little chat later on about difference between single and dual coils. Dex, because of obviously you just done the review of the nitrous. I've got one. I've got one as well. So we'll get into that a little bit later on. Before we get going, what you vaping and drinking on?
Well, first of all, we've got a pint of Coke.
Nice.
Actual Coke. I've got to, mate. I was gonna have a beer and that, but now stick to the pint of Coke. Got the rest of the bottle down here because I like a drinking Coke.
Yeah.
Too shabby on a pint of Coke. Right. First of all, we've got the Odin 100 with the best RTA ever in the world, and that is your own Rider Plus V2. And in that, I've got some Athena from Darkstar.
Ooh.
Have you ever tried that?
No, there's a guy at work that swears by it.
Mate, it's the best juice I've ever vaped, ever.
Is it better than Congo Bongo?
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah.
Shit, really?
The only thing with this is once you vaped it after a couple of months, you get that used to it. You start losing flavour, so you have to come off it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Flavour. Your palate gets too used to it. Strawberry, bubble gum, and kiwi. Oh no, it only obviously when they make it with a little tiny bit of coolada, so it's nothing massively. You get a little touch of ice.
Yeah.
After I had 30 ml of coolada into that bottle.
Oh, bloody hell.
Proper ice cold. Next, we are on the Bonza Mech Mod with the nitrous RDA 6 coil. And that, in my opinion, yes, it takes dual and single. It performs and shines better than single, I think. It really does. It really does. You know, and in that, I have from Drip Max a bit of Red Lush. That's not too shabby, that ain't. Not too shabby, mate, that. Bit of cherry in there, and obviously, again, coolada. And last but not least, we've got Ed and Ed, the Ed Balance. We ain't got, I'm saying we've got Ed and Ed here. I've got Ed looking at Aspire 9 tank on instead. The Aspire 9 tank with a stock coil in, and that's got some vampire menthol black currant. That's it, mate. Not too shabby. That is menthol, though. If you're into menthol, obviously menthol's a bit different to coolada. That is proper mentholy. You know, when you're taking an inhale and you can feel your nose just straight up.
Yeah.
That mentally, proper mentally. That's it, mate. What you got?
I have to turn myself down a bit because I have to peak myself because apparently you're quite quiet. But yeah, only a little bit. Well, yeah, I texted the miss saying you're quiet, and Skullface and Mike said you're a bit quiet, so you might have to shout. Well, I'm vaping on the Trio Life with the Axial Pro. In that, I have Pumpkin AF by M Turk. I have the Odin 250C with the Drop 1.5 in there. I picked this up from the shop in Orpington where my mum lives. It's a local one, Digi Vape. It's a sweet lime slush. That's really good.
Yeah, that sounds alright, to be fair, yeah.
And Odin 100 Ether. And in there I have Yoda Blood, the last bit. It's been sitting on the side for months, and I thought, sorry, I'd bring it out. Hasn't even leaked once, so it's all good. And drinking wise, treating myself to root beer, little root beer.
No, fair play, mate. Fair play. You can't go wrong. How's my sound now? A bit better, a bit louder.
Yeah, I think so. We're both gone. Just Just sing to me.
Mate, I sing it as shit.
There you go. You're peaking the same as me now, so we should be good. So before we get going, I'm going to have a quick scroll through. So we've got Tobias in. Hello, mate. Vaping Skullface. We have Mike Cheech118. Chris Doyle in the chat. And Benny Vapes has popped in. Hello, mate.
Nice to see you, Benny. Hope you're all well, mate. I think you've got COVID as far as the last name, mate. 2 weeks on holiday with COVID, so you're indoors.
Fuck. I'm so lucky I've never had COVID. My missus has, and my mother-in-law. I know you fucking got smashed with it.
Yeah, we've all had it. I do think everybody's going to get it eventually.
Yeah, everyone will eventually get it.
I thought I'd never get it because where I work and everything like that. And months and months, a year went by, and I thought, I ain't getting it, I ain't got it, it's no such fucking thing. And then all this lot got it, so it's a bit of a mistake. But no, jobs are good on.
Apparently you're still very quiet.
Very quiet.
Yeah, I've maxed you out completely.
Yeah, I'm on 100.
Penny saying, "Have you got the mic turned on?"
Yeah, I got the mic turned on.
Go on, talk again.
Hello.
Yeah, I think you should be all right. Huh. We'll see how it goes. I might just have to talk fucking quietly now. So we can.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got you on one, me on the other. I'm max.
It's like he has no mic.
Oh, that's really weird.
I ain't come through as no, I would have come through as audio.
You sound fine to me.
Yeah, same vice versa.
That's very weird. Okay, give us 2 seconds.
If you're using webcam mic. How the fuck do I do that, Benny?
Oh, you're gonna be. Hang on, let me. I'll see if I can switch you around because I've put you on another mic.
Oh, have you? So it ain't my fault.
No, I've just put you on another thing. I've moved you onto the same as mine. Now talk.
Hello. Testing. Hello.
Oh bloody hell!
Are you using OBS?
Yes.
I don't know what you're using.
Yeah, I'm using OBS. Yeah, we've been fine before.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Never had a problem with the mic. Touch wood, I never have, but something now, which is always something, isn't it?
Right, let me turn this off.
My love.
Right. Okay. Well, I've just maxed you out again on another mic, so hopefully that because obviously chat's a little bit behind. So
Yeah, I know, Jack's smidgen behind. I don't know, mate. The only thing I could think of, I can't remember. My head's shot away from something going on. Normally, you click through audio and video. I can't remember what I clicked. To be fair, yeah. If on OBS, you need to have it set to your earphones.
earphone. Yeah.
Yeah, earphones.
Yeah, mine is.
Hang on. You hear any of that?
Oh shit! You just blew me fucking ears.
It's on the laptop. It needs to go to stream cam. I don't know how you do that.
That's you just blew my fucking ears out.
Woo!
Woo!
No, it's doing that. It's off the laptop.
So you're gonna have to lean forward when you talk.
Yeah, it's coming off the laptop. It's using the laptop's microphone and normally it should be using.
Huh? I can't hear you.
Stream cam.
Oh fucking hell. So you're just gonna have to lean forward when you talk. Right.
It's always something.
Yeah.
I don't know how you switch it.
Oh god. Go on, give it a go. We got plenty of time.
Watch this.
Hello.
Fuck.
Is that any better? Is that better?
That sounds really horrendous.
I should sound better now.
You sound a little bit more echoey to me, but chat, you need to help us out.
We'll chat. I've switched microphones over.
So we
Should be all right, hopefully. Should be a lot better.
while they're catching up, I'll give you a little quick update. Yeah, I did vent my batteries today. A single 18 just sounds dead far away, but a little better. That's why we can't hear him. Needs to be set to what you are eating.
Hearing. Yeah, Benny knows what he's on about.
Okay.
Not your end, Jackson. So not my end. Oh, it's your end, Adam.
Okay, let me try.
I think
Okay.
that's what he meant.
Alright.
Yeah,
Go on.
I think that's what he means. Your end somehow.
Alright, let's just try this. Is that better? Go on, Jackson, talk.
Hopefully that's better, guys, and we don't look like a couple of amateurs. Mate, it's always me. It's always microphones with me. Always, for some reason. I don't know. Yes.
I just muted myself, so that probably didn't fucking help either. Right, hopefully we're back up and running. Here we go.
Massive thanks to Benny. Benny's Tech. No, I appreciate that, Benny. Thank you. Thank you, mate.
We owe you big time. We'll have to get you on so you can rip me a new one, because obviously I'm shit with this sort of thing. If it's not the fucking internet, it's the fucking laptop. If it's not the fucking laptop, it's the fucking volume. If it's not that, I vent a battery.
Yeah. £499 billet box down the drain.
Right. Basically, okay, I'll tell you the quick story. I don't know if any of you guys watch Grim Green. He vented a battery live on his vlog. Basically, the peak insulator dropped out of the actual atomizer when he was changing the airflow to things above. I never watched it. I woke up this morning and he put up a video talking about what happened, and I was like, mate, that's a bit bad. That's not going to happen to me. Well, about an hour ago, I was putting a fresh battery in my billet box, and as I slipped it in, that sounds a bit wrong, the insulator, the white bit around the top, decided to rip and made full contact. This thing was hissing and smoking. They all hit up, ran out of the house, literally lobbed it out the front door, bang. So now I have no billet box, no battery, and a rather hot hand. So it just shows you that you don't even know what you're doing. Silly mistake, and it could have been catastrophic.
That's what I mean. I know you look at it and you think to yourself, it's fucking the best pound away from £500 down the drain. But you got to sort of look at it rather that than your hand or your face being blown to smithereens, isn't it?
Yeah,
you got to weigh it up, mate. You got to.
The funny thing is, the wife's on the sofa, heavily pregnant. I'm like, fuck, shit, bollocks, running around. Front door's locked, so I'm trying to find a key, and I'm throwing this thing here, trying to stop it burning my hand. And poor girl can't get off the sofa quick enough, and she's panicking. But yeah, it just shows you guys, we always talk about battery safety. Like, Nick's managed to do it.
So careful. You've got to be so careful. It's even like you said, even with regulated devices, I've always said, even if you got a nick or a nip or anything in the battery, I still wouldn't put it in. I know people out there do it because I've seen them do it.
Yeah.
But, it still could just, bam, there you go. It's not worth the fucking risk, man. And wraps nowadays, you can get wraps like £1. If you're not too fussed on what sort of wrap you want, you can get £1. You can get fucking about 10 wraps, can't you, for a quid now off eBay?
Oh, yeah, probably get more than that.
Yeah, it's cheap as chips. Get the hairdryer out. Bob's your uncle. Everybody's got a fucking hairdryer in the house, ain't they?
I've got a mate that used the toaster.
It's serious.
Yeah, he's one of the Patreons of Grim Green, and it came out in like an after vlog Discord thing where everyone just gets in the chats. So Nick ended up buying him a heat gun because he was literally holding the battery with oven mitts, turning the toaster on and just doing it through a toaster.
Why the fucking hell would you do that, man?
Yeah.
It's just fucking stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, but
You
it
know?
shows you that I'm so careful with my batteries. But it was just so happened when I pushed it in, I wasn't paying attention and didn't see the initial rip. But as I pushed it in, the whole insulator folded up on itself and come out the
Yeah,
top.
I got what you mean. Yeah.
Right. So
You don't realise, do you? Didn't it's sort of quick, put the battery in and sort of off you go, sort of, you know.
And the billet box is really tight fitted with the battery. But it's got like the ribbon on it. Well,
yeah.
I must have forced it with such force that it would, or the battery expanded enough that I couldn't even pull it out.
I'd shit myself though.
I was. I'm out the front of my house screaming, just throwing it on the floor, waiting, trying to get the battery to pop out. So I'm going to get the fucking cops turned up at my door. With all this fucking smoke and this hissing. But yeah. Right, so that was my enjoyment for today. Which was
Gotcha. Well, I wanted to pick your brain up. You've got it as well, the nitrous.
Yep.
What do you think of it?
I love it.
What do you like about it? Dual or single?
I started on single.
Yeah.
Stayed on single, put dual in, and went straight back to single.
It does, yeah.
The one thing I hate about it, it's not a pop and paint, which means you can't just pull the top cap off and paint your coil because that little airflow ring comes straight off.
That's the only negative thing I think, because it just might not coming off. Now it's off. Yeah. That's the only annoying bit. Yeah. It is, isn't it? That's the only annoying bit. The only thing, like I said, what I would have liked, because obviously you got the two caps. You've got the single coil and you got the dual. Yeah. I would have liked to see, and I know it would have cost them pennies, the airflow ring put on the extra cap. So you ain't, I know it's a quick 2-second thing. You pull it off and you put it on the diff, swap your caps over. I get that, but for the sake of a couple of pennies, that's the only thing I would have wished, if they'd have put an extra airflow ring on the dual. But I think it shines the single coil. I love it single. Yeah, best single coil I've ever tasted, flavour wise, ever. Really? I thought it was right up there, but the only other single one I've really used is the Requiem. Have you ever? See, I've never used that. The problem with the Requiem is the deck is so small, there's no juice well. So you literally paint, a couple of puffs, and you have to paint again. And the airflow, the drip tip is so small, you can't really get a drip through there. I know what you mean. It's like when you first sent it, man. I got it out and I looked. I'll tell you what it reminded me of straight away, like I said in my review. Claymore. Yeah, I've never vaped that, but I've seen them about. I'll have to send you one over. Yeah, I'd like to give one a go. Single coil. And like you said, look, if you hold them both together. Oh, shit, yeah, they're pretty similar, aren't they? Near enough identical. See, same thing with the airflow comes off. Yeah. I'll send you one over, see if it. But I'll be honest with you, mate. It pisses all over it. Really? Yeah, it pisses all over it. 10 volts. I had a chat with them, and it is going to come with a squonk pin. When I'm going to get a couple sent over, I'll send one over to you so you get the squonk pin with it as well. Yeah, so I eventually used another one. It weren't the best fitting squonk pin, but I found another squonk pin. And it gave me a go with squonking to give it a sort of go, see what I thought. And it works very well. Especially, if depending on what squonker you're putting it on. Single coil, decent higher wattage ohms. A pulse would be perfect on. That's what I mean. You'd have no troubles on the pulse. So very, very happy with it, to be fair with you, mate. Can't grumble. And I like the beauty ring. I don't like beauty rings normally. There's one on the Requiem and I can't stand it. But the beauty ring on the nitrous really pulls it all together. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? It does look good. Not too shabby at all. I had it on the Odin 100 and it didn't look the best, but it was good just
to test it out and that.
Yeah.
But I would have liked it on like a really small, like, have you ever seen I think they're called zombie killer mods?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
They've got like 23 mil tops, so they're really small. I think it would have looked perfect on one of them. Something along those lines. So
you don't need much watts with it. I've been running the single coil. I put a few different builds in it, a single coil from 50 watts up to about 65 watts.
Yeah.
And good enough for me. You don't need no more than that.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I had a stitched alien in mine, so I made a stitched alien. I thought, I only managed to get one, and I thought, what can I put it in? What's in that? Oh, it's lovely. I really like it. There's not much of a performance difference between an alien and a stitched, really. You can't really tell the difference, but it was really nice. Just to look down, you see your little alien, give it a little paint, and then you're good to go.
Off you go. No, I'm happy with it. I think it's that damn good idea.
Yeah, that's what they call damn vape.
I know, yeah, damn vape.
Well, I never even heard of them before. They hit me up on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
And they was like, "Oh, do you want to try it?" I was like, "I'm happy trying. How much is shipping and that?" And I'll pay. No, we'll send you one out. And then they ended up sending me two. And I was like, "Oh." I said to them, "You sent me two?" They was like, "Oh no, we were meant to send you two." I was like, "Okay, shit."
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you mind me giving one to you?" And it was like, "No, more than happy. Thank you for asking me." I thought, at least with you can actually do a proper review. I said, for me, I'll just type it to you and tell you what I think of it.
But that's what I mean. I put my review out for it today, this afternoon. I put that up today. Yeah. So
I'm happy you liked it.
No, when I looked at it, and like I said to you, when I first, obviously because it comes in the tin, I opened out the tin. I thought straight away, I thought Claymore. Do you know? Because like I just shown you, it looks that much. I thought they weren't expecting.
Did you have trouble opening the fucking tin? It took me ages.
Yeah. Me, he was getting the fucking RDA out the tin. That was the fucking problem, because they put it in that. Obviously, you open the tin and they use that sort of padding where everything's putting in, and it's trying to get your fingers in the fucking thing. Then you don't want to dig your tweezers in just in case you scratch it, so you try and with your fingers forever to get the fucking thing out. But no, I got it out eventually, so. Very happy with it, mate. Very happy indeed.
I'm really happy that you enjoyed it. I think it's something a bit different. It's something I never heard of. I've never even heard of damn Vape. And who was it? Who's the
I've reviewed a few things of theirs that I obviously brought myself. You never tried from damn Vape. You had the Doom Mesh RTA. Yeah, well, it was an all right. It was an all right mesh with juice flow control on it.
Oh, nice.
So your glass. Your actual glass, so obviously you got your glass here.
Cheers, Benny.
Right. Your juice flow control would be with the glass. So you'd have lips on the glass that you would turn to let the juice down, and turn the glass again to stop the juice falling down onto the wicks and onto the mesh.
So it's like the steam crate.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a bit like what they do with the steam crate, where you turn.
Yeah, it's just done a cheaper way. Well, obviously, steam crate, it's all obviously below the deck and everything.
Yeah.
Well, just before the deck, but it's all built in steel, where they did it with the actual glass section. You put lips on your glass, you see. So on the actual bottom, you've got two cutouts, and you move the glass with the lips on and lets the juice down, and then you move the glass back with the lips to stop the juice from dropping onto your actual wicks. It was a decent idea. It was all right. Yeah. It was all right, mate. Not too shabby.
You still using the profile then? I have to ask.
Now what are going to do?
Yeah.
What are going to do? You know, banging mesh RTA it is. I've got it here. So as you can see, it's still vaping it. Still got a bit of juice in.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's still got juice that's got a bit like amber colour. It's been in there a while.
I don't know. Because I like vaping sort of 80 to 100 watts, and you get that. You know what the hit's like.
Yeah.
With with the profile M, because you're vaping in it. I vape the profile M about 54 watts.
Yeah, about pretty similar to me.
It's phenomenal flavour, but you can't bang it up to 100 watts. You just can't do it. The mesh won't take none of that. So you don't get the same sort of pull, if that makes sense, the hit. Where obviously you get this steam
very
flavour.
smooth.
Yeah, it's very
You,
best
you,
mesh I've ever had.
you could whack in
Ever.
a high nick, and I reckon it still would be smoother than if you would have put it on anything else.
Yeah, I agree
Somehow
with
it rounds up. It doesn't feel like you're inhaling that much smoke, that much vapor. Sorry, not smoke. And then you're blowing out these fucking clouds. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
you. Yeah. No, it's definitely good. I'm definitely well happy I picked that up. I only picked that up because you went shut up about it. She's like, oh,
Ain't
I
good
better
at the cheap.
get one. Keep up with everybody. Let's get one, see what it's like. But no, definitely 100% worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But going
So,
back to single coils, would you now try more single coil RDAs if they become available? Just because if something like Dan Vape can pull off something like that for cheap, I'm guessing it's going to be quite a cheap RDA. Do you reckon you would try something like the QP Nano or something that's another small chambered single coil?
I think the nitrous RDA is, correct me if I'm wrong, between 25 and 28 quid.
I wouldn't
So
know
it's-
what the price was. Sorry, I
Yeah,
just
it's
thought it'd be
20
rather cheap.
It's 25 to 28 pound, depending on obviously where you get it from. So average to everyone, to them all. QP, when you come to sort of QP, they're more higher end, as I would class them personally. I class them as a higher end. And I
Yeah,
think with QP, you get for what you pay for. You get good quality and you get good vape experience. I really do with QP. Single coil wise, I haven't tried many, to be fair with you, single coil wise. I just, at the minute, judging it off, this RDA, I really think you're going to struggle to beat it, to be fair with you. I
yeah,
think you could do a little bit of alterations with the actual airflow,
yeah,
but I think it works, and it works well. Because if you look at other single coilers and whatnot, the bigger RDAs, ain't there? This is only 22 mil.
yeah. That's what I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, it's very more compact. Everything's more
Yeah,
compact, if that makes sense,
yeah,
rather than having a 24 mil with a single coil in.
yeah.
You got what?
It mutes the flavour. The bigger the chamber,
Yeah,
the smaller the coil. But I think that's why a lot of it is like so. Like I know I'm going back to dual coils, but like I think the Asgard has like the Ultim inserts.
yeah,
I think I think a lot of companies, especially with the way the nitrous, which is like a deck style, so postless, more of them
yeah,
should, for a couple of extra quid, make one suited for a single coil. So you just pull it into the middle, slip it over top to condense the chamber. You've still got fuck off juice well underneath it. It may enhance the flavour a little bit more. But I like the fact that it was a postless deck because I know it's very much like the Requiem and the other one. I said they're opposite legs. So
yeah,
you don't slide it in and put it over. You have to offset the legs and then slide it in and give that little tug upwards.
yeah. I know what you
I
mean.
think having it like the old RDA for vaping style deck, I thought that was a lot good. So you could buy a pack of coil, like a pair of coils, and then you can use two coils rather than getting it and having to like take a wrap off and then lay it in.
Yeah, get it in the leg.
So Recurve's still one of his Tobias saying still one of his favourite single.
See, I've never ever tried the recurve. So it's Mike Vapes, isn't it? The recurve.
Yeah, that was
I've
my
never tried
first.
that.
The Recurve Dual was my first rebuildable coil deck that I ever did.
Yeah.
Now I use it for weights when I do staggered huge collapses. It's got a fuck off massive set of juggernauts in there just to give it a weight. But I loved
Yeah.
it. I just hated building on it because where the airflow, so like what the blotto's like. It
Yeah.
comes like it's similar. It's very very similar to that. And when you got 2-3 mil coils in there, once you get like a hot spot like down the coil, it was so hard trying to get in and get that hot spot
To
out.
get it out.
It was a bit of a bastard, but I loved it. Flavour was great. Airflow was great. You could just pull that top cap off so easily.
Yeah, that's what you want, you say. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what have you got?
Anything?
Go on.
Go on.
Go on. You first.
Oh no, I'll go on. I'll say it to you. Have you got anything new you want to get, or anything coming, or any written reviews?
I've got new swivels coming.
Yep.
That's literally about. Oh, I did have something new. The Odin 250C that I managed
Oh
to
yeah.
get. Oh, I love it. Well, the story I bought the Thelema from SR Vapes. Steve owns
Yeah,
SR
yeah,
Vapes.
yeah.
And it was reading like 0.2 minimum above what it was. So I put in like a coil that I know, like my 26 aliens come out bang on 0.10. They were
Yeah.
coming in at like a 0.3, 0.35. And I was like, this ain't right. I was like, it must be a dodgy coil. I was like, I've never made dodgy. So I took it out, put another one in, and it came out at 1.140. And I was like,
Serious?
this ain't fucking right. So I know like you could plug it into eScribe and then do like case analyzer and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I gave it a go, still was having the issues. So I got hold of Lost Vape, who were fucking useless, just anything. I outlined everything, and they were like, and what I did was I put the coil on the Odin 100, and it
Yeah.
was coming out perfect. And I was like, the Odin 100, which is a £40 a mod,
Yeah.
was reading perfectly. Your 138 or I think it was £150 mod is reading wrong. They were saying, no, that's the Odin. It's the Odins that's the problem. I was like, no, I built the coils. I know what they're meant to come out of. After his long spiel of like 12 emails, I'm like, oh, you're going to have to go to a vape shop that you got it from. I was like, cheers, mate,
So why
thank
didn't
you.
they say that from the start, man?
Exactly. So I got hold of Steve. He literally called me like 5 minutes later after I sent the email. And apparently, all the Thalemas are getting sent. He's had so many Thalemas get sent back. There's actually issue with the 510 connection.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with it. And online, they said you can take it apart, resolder it. And I was like, for the price that I've paid, I'd rather just get a refund.
Yeah.
Went to him and he was like, mate, I'm really sorry. We send it back. We'll try and sort it out something else. And the Odin 100 was like £5 more expensive. And he was like, right, if you want that, we'll sort you out. And literally within about 3 days, it turned up on my door.
You can't moan with that, mate.
SR Vape. I've got to give them a shout at SR Vapes.
Yeah, carry on, mate, carry on.
The greatest customer service I've had of anything to do with vaping so far. Apart from Tree of Life, who was also a fucking amazing customer service when I had that little issue with my one. But he was called, SR Vapes man was moving and he was calling me as he was moving house.
See, yeah,
And he was
you
like,
can't knock that, man.
he was like, fuck, we'll sort it now. He goes, I'm just going to send you a discount code. Just put it in when you go to the car. I'll send it to you now. I'm thinking, okay, he's busy. I'll get it tomorrow. Literally, I put my phone down. I put my phone on the seat and it dinged and I had my discount code.
Flipping out.
But it was lovely to put a discount in code and it goes minus £120. that was good. That was a good feeling. So you say, oh shit, I've never had that good of a discount code before.
Do you prefer in this then, or what do you think?
I preferred the look of the Thelema.
Yeah.
This is obviously better performance right out the back, works perfectly. But what I found is just the pure size of it. Like it's a beast. When you're building, you put it on that table and it's not moving, and you can build on it and it's not rocking. The Thelema was so thin, it would sort of, as you're building, it would like sort of tilt. You'd have to catch it.
Yeah, move around. I get what you mean. Move around, doesn't it?
This is solid. There's no issues with it. It's just everything looks really silly sitting on top of it. So,
and then you got the Odin 100 matchy match next to it.
Yeah, got the 100, which is tiny as shit. But
yeah,
no, man,
that's nice.
Odin, I would suggest if any of you guys out there want something decent to build on and has an accurate board, Odin 250C you can't go wrong with. Yeah. Really can't go wrong with it. I Lost Vape, loads of people like them. I like the look of them. Obviously,
I've always liked the look of them, yeah, because when I've seen it, I've always seen it in. Do you know the kit where it comes in the kit where you get the separate different door panels? And I've always looked at 150 quid. I've always seen it for, and I've always thought if I had the money, I'd sort of buy it. I'll just wait and wait till it goes down and goes down and goes down. But the fucking thing ain't moving very much.
You might be in luck. They've just released the Lost Vape Thelema Quest, which has got the Dovepo chip, which you get in the Odin 100, and that would drop that would drop it over £100 cheaper. So you're not paying £130. You'll probably pay about 70, 80.
That's more acceptable, isn't it?
So give it till fucking Black Friday deals or something, and that's going to be dirt cheap.
Yeah. I'll keep my eye out.
It looks very similar, very, very similar. But I'm very like tainted now with Lost Vape from that issue.
Yeah, it puts you off, doesn't it? Because it's money you've spent, and then you've gone to them direct for a bit of sort of help, and therefore it sort of fucking umps you off back to the fucking vape shop where a decent fucking company would have fucking tried to help a bit more, I would have thought.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean, sort of thing?
Well, apparently they did have a UK customer service thing, but that all got shut down, and they're all based abroad now. So yeah, it was just very much they were trying to blame it on me. So I'll go on this, try this, try this. I was like, look, I've told you in the first email, everything I've tried. Look, all I want is it's still under warranty. Can I just send it back to you and you can fix it? No, go to your local vape shop. Anything else I can help you with? I'm not even going to reply to that. Just close the phone down. But Steve, by the end of the day, I had the shipping label back, which I sent back. Literally under a week, I had everything I needed, and I can't be happier. So yeah, that's my only new thing that I had. I've got new liquids.
Come on, let's have a look. Come on, let's have a goosey gander.
I don't know whether I've shown this on the last one. I got this from someone. I don't know who fucking sent this to me, but
have you had a vape of it yet?
I've got this.
What do you think? Come on, be honest. What do you think?
Fucking weird. The initial vape, I really didn't like it, and then I went back to it.
Honestly,
I fucking hated it. And the smell. I knuckle tested. I was like, no. Like, he said it to me. I'm going to give it a go. First vape was like, no, not keen on that. And then I was like, we'll go back and have another one. And then I've plowed through 60 mils. And I think it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
I'll vape it for a while and I'm like, I like this. And then you just have that one puff, you're like, no. And you put it down. I've using it in the Alien Unicorn and there's still a tiny bit left.
Yeah.
And I've filled it up. Well, I've done 60 mils, and that's a 2 mil tank. So I've continuously filled it up.
Shit, man.
Plowed through it. I've also got TVP from someone else. I don't know if I can send that to me.
Nice, isn't it? It's good stuff, isn't it?
I've got that little bit left.
Yeah, I knew you'd fucking vape that. I knew it.
That is outstanding. Fucking great liquid. I'm really impressed with it.
I helped give my opinions, mate, before that was released. That juice there,
mate. That's outstanding. You got to get some credit.
It is outstanding. I knew when I sent them, I knew he was going to go for that one first. I knew it.
That was the first one I went for, and I vaped half of it, and then the other one I got was it's in my bag because I finished it. Pink lemonade, it's gone. No, it no longer exists.
See that Nancy's flanque, the fogging out of the Batman's juice. Obviously, the Nancy's flanque, it's proper to me because I've got a little bottle up here of it.
Yeah.
To me, it's your proper bakery. It's like with some bakery juices, they throw in a bit of naan, or they throw in a bit of biscuit, they throw in a bit of that, and you sort of get that bakery, the same plain Jane bakery note all the time. With that's full on bakery.
It's got
spice. I can't vape it.
I think it's got some spice, some Puerto Rican spice in there. I don't know. Obviously, it's from Puerto Rico, so that's what I'm saying there. But you'll vape it occasionally. You're like, oh, what's that? I can't put my finger on those. There's loads of subtle notes in there. It's very complex. I think it's the easiest way of saying it.
I think there's a lot to it.
Yeah, but mate, I'm having a massive love-hate relationship with it, but it's more love than hate.
As long as you're vaping it, mate.
Yeah.
As long as you're not smoking, jobs are good.
Two more things that I bought. You saw the DigiVape sweet lime slush. That's pucker. You will love that.
What's that? That lime slush, isn't it?
Oh, mate, so good. So good. I'll have to source you a bottle and send you over. And I'm not keen. Right. Buddha Vapes Cappuccino. I hate cappuccino, but I thought give it a go. Identical. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. If you like cappuccino, get hold of this.
I bet you can taste the milk.
Taste everything.
No,
It is
you're
like,
right, man.
but I don't drink cappuccino. I drink black coffee. But with a black coffee, I quite like it.
Serious?
Yeah, I quite like it.
No,
Yeah.
I can't be vaping that the milky hot taste. No, you're all right.
Oh, we've got a question.
Well,
Off topic, Vaping Skullface says, what's your lads' opinions on disposable pods?
what does he mean by them? I think it's a 600 puffs and chuck them away.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one, to be fair. Yeah, I think the problem we've got, I haven't tried, and I'll be honest from the get-go, I've not tried any disposable pens, as only 600, 700 puffs you vape and throw them away. I've tried different sort of pods. The thing I tend to find is, yes, I know a lot of people say, you know, it's better to sort of hand over a pod rather than a cigarette and try. I just don't think with a pod you get that close of a draw as you would with a cigarette. And then obviously you compare it to mouth to lung. You know, you've got a decent mouth to lung tank. The draw you get off a mouth to lung tank is 10 times fold better than a disposable pod, 9 times. Obviously, the only difference is, you know, with a mouth to lung tank, majority of them, you know, you've got to build. So you've got to put a coil in. But you're much more better off, you know, you've got a mouth to lung tank there, you've got the Aspire night tank. Now, currently, like with this tank, you can build your own RBA deck. So it comes with an RBA deck, you put your own coil in, and off you go. For new people who are sort of still smoking and thinking, oh, do I pick up that disposable pod?
Yeah.
Or can I have a tank which also takes a stock coil? I would much prefer to give somebody a mouth to long tank with a stock coil in than a disposable pod. I think you're getting a better vape experience. Does that make sense? I don't think with pods you get that tight draw. I think they're too airy.
I was exactly on the same opinion as you, but I was given a nasty. Do you remember Nasty Juice?
Yeah.
They do the disposable pods. I got given the mango one. It looks like a jewel pod, but you can't see the liquid. It's like a matte finish. It was only like this big. I think it was like 500 puffs or something. Where I got the liquid from, he was like, try this. I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. I was pleasantly surprised. Fuck me. I was pleasantly surprised. If you're trying to puff it, you can puff as hard as you want and you're not going to get that vapor. You take it slow and quite light, mate, I fucking plowed through it. I loved it. It was so nice.
Really?
I had it in the car. I took it to work with me. I didn't take anything else. It lasted me 4 days. And then the battery died. And then I just binned it and I was like,
yeah, off you go.
I want another one. But for me, it was more of like the environmental side of it. Like the amount of plastic, battery, and everything like that in there that's just being thrown away, which could be reused. I was a bit pissed at.
It's all just getting chucked away, doesn't it? The whole lot.
But I think it's a great idea for people that are smoking that go to the pub and just have one in their pocket and just occasionally have a bit of a puff, because you do get that hit. It took me a day and a half to learn how to puff it properly, and it was very, very much like I would say, like a silk cut sort of draw. You have to be quite light and just fill that mouth out, then inhale it, and then. But it's not like trying to puff on a roll up, which I used to smoke.
Yeah, same as here. Yeah.
I don't like to say it, but I did really enjoy it. And I was saying to the wife, I was tempted to get hold of a couple others just to try. Because to have it as a backup, the flavour wasn't. The flavour was about 20% of what you would have got from a mouth to lung tank, or even like a mouth to lung sub-ohm tank. But I was really pleasantly surprised, and I think that's why they always do pungent mango ice, strawberry ice, because it's so pungent that with that high nicotine, you still get that sort of aroma. It's not like oh shit, that's a strawberry vape. It's like, I can taste strawberry. that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
I think
I'm a changed man when it comes to disposable pods. I think they're a great idea. Apart from obviously the environmental and disposing of a battery in a bin, like what Tobias is saying. And
it can be reused and everything. You see,
yeah,
can't it?
but I know
Much
there's
of
YouTube
it.
videos teaching you how to refill up disposable pods, but I think they need a lot more work. I feel that
Yeah, I do think. Yeah, I
there is
do.
a massive place for it because you can get 3 for a tenner. So if you're on the night out, you're like, I've only got 20 fags. I don't want to then buy another 20. You can go and spend half the money and get a couple
Yeah.
of pods. And if you get it that high nicotine, you're puffing away on that, and I reckon you'd be quite
That's a
happy
good
as well. Really.
See, to me, I would only vape pods personally. I think if I'm over the beach, and I don't want to put a marked long tank over the beach, you know what it's like if you go on the beach, your tanks get full of sand, you get all that malarkey. Where obviously with a pod, you can just vape away. If it gets stuff on it anyway, it's after 500-600 puffs, it's dead as a doornail anyway.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. I think for
So
outings, it's just quick, simple, easy. Rather than, like you said with the pub as well, if you're over with the pub, rather than taking your 50, 60 quid mod and losing it, you take a pod that's potentially, like you said, 3 for a tenner, couple of quid. And if you lose it, it's not going to be a killer at the bank, is it?
Well, it's just even that, taking that and then, fuck me, you're going to have to take extra batteries and sat out and a bottle of juice, and you're like, ooh, pub, you're like, fucking everything's on the table, like, fuck, what have I left? I think there is a massive place for it, and the technology now, I reckon they're only going to get better. But there is a huge divide between the shit disposables, which people are just racking out for money and selling for like 2-3 quid, and the actual I'd say half decent because they're not amazing. And I think that divide's going to close.
I'll just obviously with me, it's just. I don't think a disposable comes nowhere near a decent map a long tank. I really don't.
They don't.
You know what I mean? Obviously, the problem is you've got to have something. Like I keep on about, you've got to have something because if you're coming straight off, roll ups or cigarettes, you're not naturally going to know how to put a coil in a map to long tank, how to wick it. You get what I mean? It's all practicing, watching videos, watching reviews, picking it up, getting to grips, building it for yourself. Well, this is it. So I suppose you've got to have something there in between the quitting and the mouth to long tank. You've got to have something there. So, there is a place. Obviously, of course, there's a place.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm happy that I tried it because I was tempted to say no, mate, it's fine. But I thought, fuck it, I'll give it a go. And I was, as I said, I was pleasantly surprised with them. I was really pleasantly surprised. They've got a lot more work to do for them to get them up there. They're never going to be up there with like mouth to lung coils, mouth to lung coil heads, all that, or even sub-ohm tanks and stuff like that. But I think for people transitioning, it's a good little idea.
Yeah.
And it was quite nice going out and having it in your pocket, and you don't even know it's there. Your jeans aren't bulging. And you think, shit, vape. Oh, yeah, it's a little thing in my pocket. It was great. And as I said, I think they still have a lot more work to do, but I think we're getting there.
We are indeed.
I think it's great for like people like as well who like people that I know that smoke. They're like, I can't be arsed with that fucking building or screwing in, taking out coil heads and stuff like that. Some people just I want to use the word lazy. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but can't be asked to sit there and fiddle with it, think it's too much. If they can just go and spend 10 quid and get 3 disposable pods, and it halves the cigarettes that they're smoking, I'm happy.
Definitely. So, anything coming up, ads or anything? Any written reviews, shall we say?
No.
Have you not, honestly?
Not that on the head. I don't have time.
Yeah,
I really don't have time at the moment. I'm rebuilding my stock. I'm building a new build rig. It's going to be a proper fancy one. Managed to I've got an oak tabletop.
Yeah.
Which I'm going proper. I'm going proper upmarket. Getting a track built for it, so it's all going to be purpose built. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it would, but I suppose I'm not going to rush it. Just
Yeah, you'll benefit from it in the end, won't you?
massively. But I'm working now on even higher owned proper mouth to lung aliens that are coming in at like a 0.8 I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
Rather than, and then I'm going to do the restricted direct lung MTL coils, which are coming in at a 0.4 to a 0.5. So you can still put them in your MTL tanks, but you can run them a bit higher.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get both sides of it. So that's a whole different ball game. And I'm working at the moment for the Codename Wire Challenge on a MTL for Alien. So it'll be ribbon wire Alien, but mouth to lungs. They're going to come in at a 0.8 as well.
And you don't like ribbon wire though, do you?
No. And the ribbon wire is under half the size of what I've used before, so they're even fucking smaller.
Tiny fucking shit.
Yeah, but that's for the challenge. But I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be raging juicing tomorrow. So you'll probably hear a lot about that. But yeah, I'm just trying to expand the line, trying to hone it in.
Yeah, no, that sounds good, mate. Just sound good.
So I'm going to be dropping some shit off the line, adding some more. So I'm going to do RDA specific builds as well, which I think is going to be quite interesting. So if you've got this, I'm going to do like a recoil specific alien build. So yeah, I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit, make it a bit more of a buffet.
Yeah, man, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's all go at the moment, my ends with stuff like that. So
keeps you busy, mate. Yeah, keeps you busy.
Massively, work's busy as always. So between work, pregnant wife, coil building, and all that jazz, it's a go.
Yeah, it's better than going, mate, than doing nothing at all, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know we moan. I know you sit there in the chair at night thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Do you know what I mean? But it's better. Obviously, it's better to be busy than just slouch there sitting there, because then obviously you get into a rut and you're thinking, oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
massive. That's stupid.
Because of my neck and that. I went into a massive rut because I was in pain when I was building and. But yeah, I'm on the mend now. I've had some physiotherapy that I've started. They've given me some interesting exercises, so I should be loosey goosey soon. I'll be building left, right, and centre. But I'm on the mend. Can't complain. Was told I was fat and I need to lose weight. That was quite interesting. So you're a physiotherapist. Yeah. Well, I've worked out. I put on nearly 2 stone.
It ain't that much though, is it? Come on.
It's enough.
It ain't that much.
It's enough when you're already 19 stone.
You fucking don't look. How much? What are you? 19 or 21 then?
I'm 19 now.
Yeah, it ain't that big.
Yeah, Mrs. calls me Chuck out of Goonies, old truffle shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah. But no, apart from that, everything's good. You can't complain. Everyone's moving forwards. What have you got on the go? Got anything juicy coming up?
Obviously, the nitrous RDA review has just landed today over on the channel. Jackson Vape. Brilliant RDA. Yeah, jump over there, have a look. I'm not. I will admit I'm not a single coil of vapor, as we touched on earlier on. I really ain't. It's always dual coils mainly with me, and RDAs and RTAs. I very rarely use single coil, but no, I'll take my hat off. It's a damn good single coil, best I've ever vaped. So the review's out on the channel if you want to check it out. If you don't, you don't. I will be reviewing the Aspire mouth to lung tank, which is there. Obviously, the thing with this is you've got an RBA section, so you put your own coil in and test it out. And then it comes with 2 coils. It takes stock coils as well.
Are they the Aspire Nautilus coils?
I don't think it takes the Nautilus coils, no. I was having a sort of goosey gander at it, and as far as I know, I don't take them coils. So obviously it's a bit, what I mean?
I didn't like the Nautilus coils.
I know a lot of people said they didn't, so it may be a good thing.
Yeah.
But the 2 coils that come with it are not too shabby. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. but I'm still yet to test the RBA. I've got the deck. The deck's that fucking small, man. I need my glasses on. I need to take the lenses out. Put the glasses on to drop a coil in that. So what I'm doing tomorrow is I'm going to start testing out the RBA deck for it, because that'll be the main thing with me, is if it's any good. But first thoughts, obviously, for restricted lung, restricted lung. The mouth to lung, the air is just, it's tenfolds. It's far too much air, It's more of a sort of very, very loose mouth to lung draw. And the only thing that's got me, if we take a look, I don't know if you see it on camera.
Yeah.
The airflow is fully closed, right?
Yeah.
So we've got no air.
You still get quite a bit of air through that.
And I'm still getting air, and we'll cut off all the airflow.
Yeah.
With it cut off, the draw is excellent. An excellent mouth to lung draw.
It's like that Exprimizer V. Do you remember V5 that I had? I
Yeah.
closed everything off and it was perfect.
This is it. So it's like, I don't know. I really just don't know.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the airflow, and you've got a cracking mouth to lung draw.
Yeah.
So there is a couple of niggly parts on it. So that will be coming up. And then obviously I've got a couple of juices knocking around that I need to review.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did you see it? I did a review of the Fat Rabbit, the 28mm Fat
Yeah, I
Rabbit.
saw that. I'm tempted to get one. Just to give it a go.
Well, don't get me wrong. The best RTA out there for me by miles is the Aromarizer Plus. I really don't think you'll beat it. I don't think you'll ever beat that personally.
Yeah.
The Fat Rabbit is 28mm, so it's a big, it's 2mm smaller than the Aromarizer. Decent looking tank in the matte black.
Yeah.
You've got, with the extra, you don't get bubble glass, you get an extra straight glass, which is a little bit higher and holds 5.5 mil of juice. You've got the side airflow, you've got the bottom airflow, so you can dial your sort of air intake in. Yeah. To me personally, it suits very, very well at 100 watts above.
Okay.
You get, if you're opening the bottom and you're opening the side up, 100, 120, it's very good vape. It is a very good vape.
Yeah.
To me, it's pointless getting it if you're going to sit there vaping at 50, 60 watts. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because even with cutting it down, you see, if you're going on 50, 60 watts, you want to be knocking airflow down, right, to be getting that flavour in. And then you start having problems when you're knocking it down with only on 50, 60 watts. So it does shine, very easy to coil. Piece of piss to coil, you can't go wrong. So obviously for somebody like you, it'd suit you tenfolds over.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. I'm tempted to give it a go. Have you tried the first Dead Rabbit?
Which sub-ohm tank, the sub-ohm one?
Yeah.
No, never tried it.
Everyone keeps saying that's brilliant. So the whole range is apparently good, but I haven't tested any of them.
See, obviously, I've got if we're getting into RDAs, I've got the original Dead Rabbit, and then I've got the V2, and then I've got the SE. Obviously, they're all RDAs, and then obviously we've got that one. I did have the Dead Rabbit 2 RTA.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, I don't think it'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
It was all right. This is probably one of the best of them for a long while, to be fair with you.
I'll have to have a look. I just don't like the big logos on the side. I have a real hatred for logos.
It's, where did I put it? Yeah. Get it up. In the matte black.
No, you don't.
You don't see it, mate. Obviously, you can have it where you've got obviously in black, and then you get the Fat Rabbit in white.
Yeah.
And then around the back, you get the logo. So if you
like
want
the
that,
drop, it's got the drop in, and that really annoys me. I don't like logos and stuff. That's why I like the ether, because everything's on the bottom, and the actual everything's on the inside.
Yeah, which I like that as well. So no, mate, I'll definitely give it worth a shot.
Oh, okay.
Definitely give it worth a shot.
Cool.
You can't go wrong. And then what I like as well, quarter turn gets your top cap off.
I love stuff like that.
You've got your massive kidney holes, filling holes, which I love, because when you're using a 250ml bottle, and you're trying to pour it in. It's like, fucking hell, not everybody uses a 10 ml bottle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that, you get the 250 ml bottle in. Piece of piss, piece of piss, mate.
Just pour it straight in.
So no, you want to try it?
I will definitely give that a go.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, we're already an hour in.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We'll take this time to say goodbye to Vaping Skullface. He's gone. But I want to say thank you to what we now call in friends of the show. So people that we just want to shout out, and they're on screen. So Dripper Labs, great company. We've got Tree of Life, great company, and down here we've got Nature Vapes, which is obviously Jackson. Jackson works a lot with them, gets a lot of stuff from them as well, and cracking people. So they're on the screen as sort of recognition. You may find we won't add any more, but if we do add one, it's only because we both personally feel that they're going above and beyond for everyone else. And also our main sponsor, Shake and Bake Media, aka Anthony Romella. Anything media based, that's intros. He's done our thumbnail picture. He's done the intros to my other shows, and just generally a really nice fucking guy. So if you need anything, hit up Shake and Bake Media, or I am _ Anthony Romella on Instagram. He'll help you out. He does sponsorships as well, so he'll sponsor your show for a logo, or I think it's like $100 for an intro, which is fucking dirt cheap considering the quality of the stuff he does.
Not too shabby at all.
Yeah. You want to know when's your next show with Nature Vapes?
Hopefully it's all well and good. It should be on obviously a Tuesday night, 8:30 over on Marc Nature Vapes channel every Tuesday night. Why I'm on the subject of Marc over at Nature Vape, check out he actually runs obviously a vaping company online, from billet boxes to RTAs to RDAs to malts, juices, the lot. He has got a special offer on at the minute where if you buy 3 TVP juices, now they are very good, as you know, Adam, decent premium juice. So if you buy 1 of each, obviously because there's 3 juices in the line, or buy 3 of 1, you will get a Nest RDA in that free of charge. And the Nest RDA was the first of its kind mesh vertical coil. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I've got one here. So if you do pick up a TVP juice, if you get 3, random, all the same, you will get a Nest RDA chucked in. And in the comments, when you put the order through, in the comments section, if you just tell him which colour you would like, black or silver, you get to pick your colour.
Oh, that's fucking
so you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that at all. So you want to jump over that and have a look, have a goosey gander.
Talk about TVP. If any of you guys like Butter Number 2 by Supergood, which is like a jammy dodger, try Tartanberry. It is different, but if you like that, you'll love this. Because I'm upset. I have a love relationship with Butter Number 2. I can power through 100ml bottles in a day. That's how much I can. I've had to hide that bottle so many times with that TVP just so I don't.
Yeah, it's a decent juice. It's a very decent juice, and a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of work went into it. Before it was released, the 4 of us, Marc, got flavors coming in because it's actually Jack Rabbit that made it.
Oh, okay.
On behalf, so we get samples in. We'd all test samples. It took a lot of time and effort to get what we all wanted and what we all agreed that was right.
Yeah.
And I think out of it, because you've got Killenberry, so that's your kiwi and your yogurt. Then you've got obviously Tartanberry. You've got Shake 'em Up too. So you've got the 3 flavors. Your custards from your yogurts, and they're very, very decent juices.
I am
my
going to
favourite.
try the others. I have to try the others.
Mate,
They're as good as that.
Killenberry, stunning. My favourite one, Coils. So no, always hit him up. Marc's a very lovely guy. Always happy to help. just jump over and have a look. And like I said, you're picking up 3 juices, which are 100 ml. Add your couple of nick shots, give you 120 ml bottle. 360 ml worth of juice, and then you get a Nest RDA on top. 3. So not too. You can't complain on that. Not too shabby at all. So no, that's it for me. And just, go on. What was you going to say?
I was about to say, good. Now you got to shout your shit, mate.
Yeah. So apart from obviously Nature Vape, who I always have a lot of respect for, cracking customer service, really, really good. Massive shout out to Marc Nature Vape, and obviously jump over check out obviously his online store. If you just type it into Google, Nature Vape, it'll pop up. And last but not least is a massive shout out to Eric over at SimSig. You'll find him 9 times out of 10 on Instagram. He's always on Instagram, that bloke is. Right? He is always on Instagram, but cracking bloke again. And he's got an online store from mods to RTAs to RDAs to coils, wire, a bit of everything, and very, very down to earth, nice bloke again. So shout out to Eric, aka SimSig. So if you type in SimSig or search SimSig on Instagram, he'll pop up and get hold of him. Facebook the same. So massive shout out to Nature Vape and SimSig and myself, Jackson Vape.
You've got to do yourself as well, mate.
Got to do yourself, mate. And now just a massive thank you for everybody in chat that jumps into the challenge, gets involved within the show. I really appreciate that. So massive thanks to everybody, and everybody on replay. Thank you very much. Over to ads.
Make sure you head over to Jackson Vape Reviews, hit subscribe and hit that bell. I don't watch reviews. This is going to upset a lot of people. I don't like watching reviews on YouTube, but I will make sure that I watch Jackson's open and honest reviews. If he thinks it's shit, he will tell you that shit. He'll give you a reason why. He don't get paid for his reviews, so they are honest opinions. So please just go show him some support. Head over there, hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment. If you don't like his review, tell him why, and he'll give you an honest answer. So thank you for everything you do for the community and putting out your reviews. And he does use his own money to pay for everything that he gets. And even if he gets given it, he will. If someone gives him something shit, he will tell you it's shit. So if any of you got companies or have companies that you're close to and they're looking for reviews, hit up Jackson Vape Reviews and let's help him out. But for myself, I'm not selling coils at the moment, so they will be back up very, very soon. As I explained, I'm working on a lot of other stuff, a lot of other coils, and so hopefully it'll only be another week or two at a max before I'm open for business again. So just keeping the main place to get hold of me is Instagram, because Facebook I still can't work it out. It is very confusing to me. So hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on email, the Cloud Cartel UK at gmail.com. I do have a website, which is cloudcarteluk.com, and that has all the links to all these shows and my 2 other shows. Codename Wired, which is a coil building show with Duchess Coils and Clown Vapes. And then I'm on Across the Pond with Vaping Jedi and Angela Garrity. So yeah, there's all on this channel, so just keep your eye on it. I will post links. Don't subscribe to me. Subscribe to Jackson, please. I don't want subs. I don't need them. I'm just only doing this on my channel so we can get out and get some shows going. Jackson needs the subs. We need to get him up there and get him in the suggestion boxes so his videos are more readily available. So please make sure, again, hit his subscribe button to Jackson Vape Reviews and hit that notification bell. Apart from that, I'm all done. Apart from know your ohms law, and please know your battery safety. Don't be a dick like I was. Even though it was human error and a bit of a bad design battery, I should have paid attention and I nearly lost a hand. Thankfully, it was only a buggered billet box and a buggered battery rather than no coils for anybody, even myself, because I'd have had no fingers. So please know your ohms law, your battery safety. If you do not know, hit up a fellow vapor, i.e. me, Jackson, anybody in the vaping community, and we'll be more than happy to help. I think that's me done.
Yeah, second that, mate. Second that.
So thank you for stopping by. And,
yeah, definitely. Massive thanks to everybody. You know, it does mean a lot. Everybody jumping in, you know, watching us now live. Same with the replay, all the comments as well. I know it does. It means a lot. It means, you know, some people are enjoying watching it. You know, so a massive, massive thank you to all the viewers.
Massive,
You know?
yeah. If you
So,
weren't here, we'll just be talking to each other. So it's great that you're here. You're getting involved. You're giving us stuff to talk about, and yeah. And
yeah,
a little quick shout out before we go. Sorry, the Vaping Skullface is a new Instagram promoter. He's a lovely bloke.
yeah.
If you're on replay, just head over to Instagram, give him a follow, mate. He's well up for anything vaping. He's new, eager, and wanting to learn. So please make sure you give him a follow on Instagram, and yeah, crack on. Have a nice time. Enjoy
Yeah.
vaping. Be safe. Be happy.
See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.